Question about Moon Street, 14 Moon Street,
16 Moon Street?
16th.
Yeah, so I got a couple of questions about that this week. And so 16 Moon Street, there's a building going up. It was an empty parcel before, if some of you have seen it. It is fully zoning compliant, and so I want to just push that out. I talked to ISD, went over with the plans examiner and the inspector. And so the building with living space is 54 feet tall, which is underneath the 55-foot height limit for the neighborhood. The head house that is on top of it, has room for an elevator, which makes it seem a little bit larger than most head houses. But head houses are not included in the height of the actual building. So while it looks very tall, it is fully zoning compliant, and they will be building a one-family home. Does that make sense?
I guess we're just getting feedback, I'm sure you are too, just about concerns that it just seems, I know it's a matter of right, but like just its design, height, it appears to be pretty large, or pretty tall.
Right.
Of
So
course.
just in case someone's not familiar with the term zoning compliant, so when something is zoning compliant, they do not seek any variances through the Inspection Services Department, which would make it not go to the Zoning Board of Appeals, and subsequently would not be reaching out to neighborhood groups because it is built within the zoning code of the neighborhood. So that's Article 54 of the zoning code, not that neighborhood district.
Right.
Anyone wants to read it?
Yeah, I don't know.
That building, you said is 54?
The building height for living space is 54 feet, and then there's a head house on top of it, but a head house does not count as the height of the building.
Did they notify the abutters?
Well, no, so like I just said, it's zoning compliant, therefore it doesn't have to go through a zoning board of appeals process whatsoever because it fits within the zoning code for that district.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know,
I understand what you said. Good. It's been nice just out of courtesy to come to the neighborhood and say, hey, we're gonna be your new neighbors, we're building here.
I mean, I'm sure, but if there's so many projects going on in the neighborhood that, you know, someone's putting an extra bathroom in their house, if it fits within the zone, they don't have to come, they all have to come to the neighborhood groups to be interviewed.
But they're not building a whole building,
No, it's a one-family home.
but they're building.
Yeah.
They're putting in a bathroom is different than building a one-family home.
No, I understand that, but if it's within the zoning code, then.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying as a courtesy, it would have been nice. That's all I'm saying.
and that's all, we just, you know, we're worried about the precedent that it could set. I know it's compliant and they didn't have to be here, but as you know, we always value neighborhood input, and it certainly seems that someone who wants to build something like that, that's abutting a few properties and has an impact on it, would want to come before us, you know, and especially when it seems as though, from the feedback we hear, is a lot of the people that have been here for years and years have to jump through a ton of hoops, and yet then we see this building and it kind of goes up and it's already by the law, you know. So that's we're just hearing it from.
I mean, every single
neighborhoods.
project in the city is vetted by a plans examiner, and so they would obviously look for something to trigger a violation, but if it doesn't, I mean, it's not the city's job to say, hey, even though you're fully zoning compliant, you can pick up your permits, go, you know what I mean? As a courtesy, yes, I'll relay the message to the building department, but
Do you have contact information for the person that's building it, so at least we can.
I do not at the time, but I can probably try to get some.
All right, we can talk after that. Thank
All
you.
right, no problem, thank you.
Patrick Lyons.
Hi, Patrick Lyons from Microsoft, state of Wisconsin.
North End Cornhole Classic.
Holly, Senator Joseph Boncoy's office. I don't know what it's tonight.
Kathy Granville, Councilor Tina's office. I was just going to address what Maria talked about, the building going up.
Okay.
They got a few calls, 1, 2, and did the same research as Maria. It is accurate, right?
Okay, thank you.